Boss, we're nearly at Blythe Street now. Any word from Mrs. Shaw? Her daughter's just called back.
Hang on a sec. There's a child on the phone.
She says her dad is killing her mummy.
Damn, the phone's been cut off again. I'll notify D24.
We're in Blythe Street now, boss. 26, 28...
30. Here we go. Here we go.
I hate domestics. Police!
Shooting pitch now. Who was it?
Put the phone down, Mr. Shaw.
How could you bitch?
Okay, Mr. Shaw, calm down. What seems to be the problem?
She is the problem. She is a lying cow.
Get a hold of yourself!
Never again. You said never again.
Kevin's confused. This is all just a
Oh,
misunderstanding.
to me.
Right, down the station.
Turn around, turn around. Come in. Here's your arm.
No, Mum.
This is a friggin' police state, isn't it? A man can't sort out his own problems in his own home, huh?
Please, Kevin.
Oh, that's the word you're good at, isn't it? Please.
Through to the interview room.
Why, you going to talk to her too?
Wait a tick. Mate, just a bit of shush, please. I'm on the phone.
Hey, every other bastard in town knows except me.
It's not true.
Janet, what's going on?
PJ, hi.
Was this another one of them, is it?
Mr. Shaw, will you please go in and sit down?
Oh, how many more are
Mr.
there?
Shaw, I need to talk.
Oh, so you're screwing her too, are you?
Sit down!
Hey, you got any idea what that was all about?
What was all about? Oh, I don't know.
Well, he's accusing his missus of sleeping with
Did
everybody.
you charge him?
No, he didn't bounce at him around too much, so we let him off with a summons.
Right, thanks, Janet.
Will you be there?
Yeah, no worries.
I just make a cup of coffee. You
No,
want
couldn't do.
No, thanks.
hand-me-downs? Cheers.
Oh, you're heading out, eh?
Yeah.
You need a hand?
No, Max, thanks very much. Nothing to worry about.
How about I come with you?
No, I can handle it. Ta.
You off, are you?
Yeah, see you, mate.
Well, you know, if CI's dumb, so you can always play with us uniforms. We've got a very special place for you in our hearts.
Is that a fact?
Yes, you can sort of help us with the burglary and all that.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, if you've got nothing better to do.
Yeah, no, I'm coming.
Well, just let you prepare yourself.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Check out his taste in CDs, will you? Everything from Oasis to Slim Dusty.
That'll be a show worth paying for. Slim and lean and null.
Guess burglars have to know what sells.
CDs, Walkman and portable CD players. Well, look at this.
Yeah, last night, though, whoever it was left some CD players and some Walkman there, so they must have been disturbed.
It's all stuff he could flog pretty easily, though.
Are we the only town that he's targeting?
No, 3 in St David's. This is the second one in Mount Torrance.
Tony Muse Electricals.
Groovy tune. With a name like that, it deserves to be robbed.
Nobody deserves to be robbed, McKinley.
Oh, he could be flogging the proceeds around the markets.
I think our thief's probably got a much better chance of selling this stuff in the pubs.
Ah, but I mean, he could be flogging them around the markets. I'd buy stuff there.
Yeah, but
Who
no
knows
one
where
keeps
it comes
paperwork
from?
for that sort of gear.
Well, if everyone did what they were supposed to, we'd be out of a job, wouldn't
Let's
we?
just move on, shall we?
Have we had any luck with the second-hand dealers at all?
Not so far.
Well, how about I call PJ and see if he can go to Benny Dander's?
Yeah, it's worth a try.
It's amazing how much more cooperative Benny is when you actually approach him in person.
509. Not responding.
Any idea where he was going?
He wasn't specific.
It'd be nice to keep us informed where he is.
What about popping out and getting the lunches there, Dorley?
There you go with that.
Salt's the white one.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Oh, Chris. You know that bloke over there?
Kevin, Shaw not really keeps himself to himself. I think he works at the abattoirs.
You all right? Me? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. A bit tired. Ta. See ya.
I'm not hassling anyone.
Good, let's just keep it that way.
Oh, no, listen, I've already had your detective at my house, so I don't need you on my back either.
Well, I'm sure Detective Hasham had a very good reason for being at your house, Mr. Shaw.
What's done is done, huh? Let's just leave it at that.
Look, the pub probably isn't the best place for you at the moment. Why don't you finish your beer and go home?
What would you know?
Just go home. Hey, Chris, you seen PJ?
Not this morning, why?
I'm just wondering. Bye. You not eating, Dash?
No, maybe later.
Chris left out the salt and the onions for you. Here. Oh, PJ, I'm sorry I didn't get you anything.
Oh, yeah, well,
I
I'm
didn't
going
know
out
if you were
anyway.
back. Where to?
Might have a suspect at the music shop, Bergs.
Anyone we know?
No, I've just got to tuss him out.
Now you're interested all of a sudden. I thought you wanted to leave it to us.
Well, you want me to ignore it, do you?
Oh, mate, that's what you wanted.
Is it okay if I follow it up?
Yeah, be my guest.
Hey, listen, hang on a sec, I'll come with you.
No, you're right, I'll handle it.
Lordy, what's up his bum?
This the list of the stolen stuff?
Yeah, there's nothing new in there.
Oh, well, we might have missed something. I'll be in here.
Hey, I just had a call from Alice Hunter.
Oh, the second-hand bookshop. Any luck?
No, not sure. Just look at the list of CDs there, will you? Oh, we've got Emily Harris, Van Morrison, Beatles, Fijian Police Band.
It's definitely
Marco
worth
Polo.
checking out, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame Kipper and McKinley are doing all that paperwork,
Oh,
isn't
well, I'll
it?
get on to it for
Gee,
you.
that's nice of you. Jeez.
Any joy?
Afraid not. The proprietor... Hang on, Nick.
Maggie, are you there?
Sorry, go ahead.
So what did the proprietor do?
She couldn't give me a good description.
Nothing at all we can use.
Oh, this guy's Mr. Average. He looks like anybody else on the street.
Okay, coming back in.
Affirmative. I'll be about 10 minutes. Not another bum steer. Complete waste of time.
Oh, you think that's a waste of time? Try doing some paperwork.
Paperwork is police work.
Yes, I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I know.
He's not here. Hold on. Brunswick CI's on the phone. Does anyone know anything about an urgent inquiry PJ asked them to run?
I'll take that. Line
Does anybody
two.
know where PJ actually is at the moment?
Oh, he's somewhere out there investigating.
Be nice if he
Right,
kept us informed.
All right, thank you very much for that. See ya. Right, we've got a name for PJ's mystery lead. It's one Logan Mackenzie, but Brunswick CI, I've never heard of him.
There was a bingle a while back. The victim had a name like that. Hashim was first on the scene.
Give the traffic accident coordinators a call, see if they can tell you anything.
Well, our information is that he was involved in a single car accident here about 3 months ago. Can you give me any details?
No, look, I'm sorry,
I
Maggie.
really need this
Yeah,
information.
well, unless you subpoena me, I can't give it to you.
Off the record?
Not if you want more than his full name, just like I told PJ.
Oh, was he here, was he?
What, he didn't tell you?
No, but, you know, we're a bit rushed to know how it is.
Yes, tell me about it.
Hello, stranger.
You going, Maggie around?
No, mate, she's gone down to the hospital to find out about Logan Mackenzie.
Why'd you go there?
Oh, PJ, Brunswick CI rang for you. Maggie took a call, then she went to the hospital.
Oh, well, she'd spoken to me first about it.
Gee, sorry, mate, she tried to, but you weren't answering your phone.
Speaking of being consulted, who is this Logan Mackenzie?
He's a known IV drug user. He's been seen locally. I've been trying to get an idea of his background before I interview him.
Well, in relation to these burgs, you mean?
Yeah, he's a suspect.
All right, McKinley, have a look, see what you can pull up on him.
Don't go near the detective, Doyle. He's grumpy. You might bite.
So, did you get anything useful out of Zone?
Now, that's funny. She told me that she's already spoken to you.
Logan Mackenzie's already up on charges.
Charges? What charges?
Obtaining property by deception and armed rob.
I'm Rob. His mother said he was some sort of a brilliant accountant.
Well, he must be one of the dodgy ones because he failed to appear at Melbourne Magistrates Court tomorrow.
Maybe he would.
So, have you found your mysterious Logan yet?
Oh, I found him all right. Once. Once was enough.
Great. Now do you want to tell me what the hell's going on?
Maggie, I need to tell you something.
Then tell me.
Whatever happens, you know I love you.
I love you too. Now you want to tell me?
I think I'm HIV positive.
HIV positive since when? I mean, how would...
Well, you see, Janet Shaw told me about it this morning.
What, were you having an affair with her? What?
No.
Well, then how would you be HIV positive?
Well, she's a nursing sister at the hospital, and she got a needle stick injury from treating Logan Mackenzie, and he pranked his car, and it was about 3 months ago. Do you remember? What I didn't tell you is I got my hand on the glass. I was the mug who pulled him out.
So your hand was bleeding, was it?
Yeah. I went to work on him. Never crossed my mind.
Even so, that doesn't mean you're infected.
Yeah, 'cause I was bleeding. Janet Shaw was HIV positive from his needle. His blood was all over my cut hand.
Doesn't mean that you are too.
It'd be a miracle if I'm not.
AJ, you can't be sure about this shit.
Can't I?
Look,
I hope you're right.
just because Janet has tested positive, it doesn't prove that you are.
I should have had a test back then, Maggie.
Well, didn't you think to?
Look, I know it sounds stupid, but this Logan bloke, he just looked like a normal guy, you know?
What's done's done. So what happens now?
Well, I've got to find Logan, get him to have a test just to make sure.
I'm talking about your test.
Oh, I just wanted to tell you first.
I could be positive too.
Yeah, you're gonna need to get tested. I'm so sorry, Maggie.
No, it's not your fault because you were trying to help someone.
Yeah, but I should have had this bastard. I should have checked him out at the hospital before this went on.
There is no point in blaming yourself about it now. We'll get through it.
PJ? I've just had a call from Anna Mackenzie.
Logan's mum, yeah, I spoke to her earlier this morning.
She's made a complaint about your behaviour.
I just asked her a couple of questions about her son.
She claims that you were offensive.
Boss, her son's a druggie. She doesn't want to face the truth.
On what evidence?
That's what I've been told.
Well, hearsay, gossip, nothing concrete.
Enough to back my own judgment. You right?
Where are we going?
To the hospital. If we tell Zoe what's going on, she might be able to give us some information.
I saw you talking with Janet Shaw.
Mags, you didn't think...
What am I supposed to think? You had your arm around her?
She was telling me about it. She was pretty freaked out, you know.
What are we going to do?
A blood test.
And we wait?
Yeah. Wait. Zoe, did you notice any illegal drugs in his system?
Well, he didn't do any tests that would show the presence of drugs, Pete.
But you believe that he was using?
What I believe is my business, and it's also inadmissible in court.
Look, I know about Janet's needle stick injury. She told me this morning.
Yeah, well, these things happen, you know. She
And I know
reported
about
it.
her HIV status, too.
She told you? I didn't know that you two knew each other that well.
No, we don't, really. We met the night of the accident. She said something about this Logan Mackenzie bloke. He's a IV drug user, did you?
Well, he was in any condition to answer questions, but from what I saw, yes, he was using, or he had been.
Did you do the blood test?
For Janet, of course, yeah, why?
They're confidential, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I need you to do an HIV test for me.
You know, the great majority of these tests come back negative. You said that your contact with Logan was about 3 months ago, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it usually takes that long to get a reaction. But I have to warn you that a negative result now still may not be conclusive.
Okay, that's something to look forward to.
PJ, you know, it's actually not that easy to contract HIV through cuts or skin surface contact like yours was. It's actually quite a feeble little virus.
Mate, I'm just a feeble little man. You know that.
But it's more likely, you know, with deep blood-to-blood contact, like the needle stick in Janet's case.
His blood was all over me. Only takes a drop.
I kicked Logan out months ago.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's trouble.
Do you know where he is?
I don't care if I never see him again.
Hey, Jodie, why did you kick him out?
Like I said, he's trouble.
Trouble is in drugs.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, Jodie, we know that he's a user, but have you ever seen him inject?
Yeah, a couple of times. So what?
So he's definitely injecting, is he? Listen to me, listen. Are you aware of the dangers of having a relationship with a bloke he's an IV drug user? Are you aware of it?
Look, there is no relationship, all right? Not anymore.
The photo?
Keep it.
I guess now we know that he's shooting up, that pretty well clinches it, eh?
Oh, who knows when the last time she saw him was. The word of an ex-girlfriend doesn't mean anything. Listen, you want to stay here the night? Dash is, at her mum's. We can just, talk.
Sounds good. But my brain just won't switch off at the moment, Mags. I'm sorry. Look, I wouldn't be much company tonight. See you at work.
No. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Mackenzie will show for court.
Fantastic.
You know that address in the city Mackenzie solicitor gave you? Hasn't been occupied for 3 months.
Mate, doesn't anybody check anything out?
Yes, in a way, his mother owns the property.
Is this Mackenzie?
He's failed to answer bail in the city.
What the hell's he doing back in Mount Thomas?
Well, he's got a rich property-owning mum, that's why.
Can you be trusted to talk to her again?
Oh, I'll take Maggie with me. Mrs. Mackenzie, there's no point in hiding him. You see, the longer he's on the run, the worse his situation gets.
I don't care who claims to have seen him or where. I told you I haven't.
Could he be staying at any of your other properties or with friends?
What Logan does has got nothing to do with me.
Then you won't object to us taking a look around the house, then?
Do you really think I'd hide him here?
I think he gets you to do whatever he needs.
Well, look where you wish you will anyway. I've already had cause to complain about your attitude.
Mrs. Mackenzie, the best thing you could do for Logan is to tell us anything you know.
You're the good cop, are you?
It can be hard when someone you love gets himself into trouble. They make you think that you can help.
You'd know, would you?
I have a brother who's a heroin addict, so yes, I do know how difficult it can be.
Logan's all I have.
Mrs. Mackenzie, found these in the laundry. They'd be Logan's, wouldn't they?
Yes, they're Logan's. But he left those clothes here months ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, Mrs. Mackenzie, but I think you're lying. So I have to take these. Thank you.
Look, he's desperate and he's in Mount Thomas.
Because you found a bundle of clothes at his mother's.
He's trying to squeeze money out of her. Look, we need to find him before he hurts someone else.
We don't have any hard evidence of that fact as yet.
So it still might be worth checking out the local drug community, old acquaintances.
Are you sure he's using?
Well, his girlfriend, Jodie, reckons he still is.
All right, let's just be careful not to harass members of the public on a gut feeling. Are you feeling all right, McKinley?
Yeah, not a worry in the world.
Well, I could always organise light duties if you're still feeling a bit knocked
I'm
around.
fine. Thank you. I think it's something I ain't. Logan's mother doesn't strike me as the type who would be stashing money underneath her mattress. So if we're right and Logan's got the bite on her, then she's going to be making a withdrawal, isn't she?
Selling property, it's worth a look.
It sounds like a bit of a long shot to me.
Well, it's light duty for someone.
Yeah, all right. McKinley, get on the phone and see if Anna Mackenzie's been making any withdrawals or trying to sell any property in the last couple of weeks.
Boss, Maggie and I should have a chat to Jodie again.
Wherever he is, he's going to need support as well as money.
I do it in the States.
Yeah, all right, just try and do it without upsetting anyone, will you?
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, Cooper's put an ad in the Gazette. CDs, new or used.
Cooper, you amaze me. Criminals do not answer advertisements in
They've got to
newspapers.
sell them somewhere, don't they? I mean, I want
Yes.
some CDs anyway, so...
You wanted some CDs, but they are not going to answer this.
You want to make a bet?
No, I don't want to take your money off you.
Yeah, you're just frightened you have to fork out to him.
$20 says I get a result by the end of the week.
Go on.
All right, you're on.
Jody, open the door, please. How you going? Is Logan around?
Logan, run!
Thanks. Round the back.
I spoke to Celia Donald. Mrs. Mackenzie's just taken 2 properties off the market. Health food shop and a house in Cobden Street, and Celia says she's raising money elsewhere.
Hey, boss. Meet Nathan. And I don't think you're going to like this at all.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. There you go.
You answered this.
You left a message on my message
Go on,
bank.
Naggers.
What do we got here? We got some CDs, some Walkmans, other gear, all stolen from Tony Muir's Electrical the night before last.
Cooper, you amaze me.
It's just an idea.
Told you before. I don't know where he's gone.
Jody, we found men's underwear in your bedroom. Now, you are sleeping with him, aren't you?
What's that got to do with you?
Straight through. Take a seat. Now, Jody, are you aware of the dangers of being intimate with an IV drug user, that you have to take precautions?
Jody?
There's nothing wrong with Logan. He's not sick.
For God's sake, he's not going to have it tattooed on his forehead, Jody. Anyone can be HIV positive. I could have it, you could have it.
PJ, I think that's enough. What is the matter with you? Making accusations about Mackenzie's HIV status.
Look, I have reason to believe that he's carrying the virus.
Where's your proof? You can't just go around making...
He's already infected one woman as it is, boss.
Who's that?
I can't say.
His mother has had her solicitor, Ring Falcon Price, to complain about your attitude. Why are you so personally involved in this?
I think I'm HIV positive.
You what?
Well, Janet Shaw contracted HIV from Logan Mackenzie's blood. And I had an open wound and his blood mixed with mine.
You haven't had the test results yet?
That's the best part. I get to wait for a week till it's confirmed.
I'm sorry. But you should have told me about this earlier. I mean, this could have serious repercussions for the people you work with. Does anyone else know?
No, just Zoe Hamilton.
Did she counsel him?
Oh, yeah, she's tried. What's the point, eh? If I got it, I got it. I've got to find this bastard, get him tested.
PJ, just try not to take it out on everyone else, all right? If there's anything I can do...
Not unless you can turn back time.
Okay, Benny, you want to wait here? I'll get Detective Hasham.
Oh, hey, Benny.
PJ, Mr. Matthews here to see you.
I already told your friend I don't know anything.
McKinley, these are all signed, ready to go.
Oh, thanks.
Cooper, this is for you.
Thank you, boss.
Whatever else I am, I'm not a Welcher.
So how about telling me the truth?
I am telling you.
Don't you tell me that, I know you lie.
You lie, little bastard. I want
PJ's asking Benny about Logan.
Why would I lie?
Cooper, could you come in here, please? Keep an eye on Mr. Matthews while Detective Hasham and I have a discussion in my office. Do you seriously think that abusing Benny Matthews is going to make him talk? Are you sure you're in control here?
Didn't we just have this conversation?
PJ!
What, so I should be worried about discipline, should I? Well, I'm HIV positive, boss. So they throw the book at me. So what?
If you keep going on like this, I will have no choice but to remove you from this investigation.
Listen, you are not my boss. I call you that out of respect, but you have no authority over CI.
Is that right? Well, just you remember, it is by my good grace that you have the use of my members, and you are currently endangering their safety and your own, and I will act to stop.
I need to find this bastard before he infects somebody else,
Fine.
boss.
But if you expect to continue to work in my station, you will play by the rules.
Max, we need to talk.
What about last night when maybe I wanted to talk?
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Which is why I think you need to tell the boss that you might...
No, don't say that. Because you don't know that I am yet.
Maggie, I am scared to death about this. But what's worse,
Oh, God. Let me get my head around this. Now you want me to tell him. You know what that means, don't you?
You need support.
Well, like the kind of support I might have expected from you before now.
Look, I know I haven't handled this well.
No, you haven't handled it at all. You talk about being scared. How do you think that I felt watching you with Jodie yesterday or sitting in that office pretending that everything is all right when it's not?
You listen to me, Maggie. I'm in this situation because I didn't act like a copper, did I? I acted like a human being. Now, what else could I have done?
You should have taken that test straight away that night before you could have infected me.
Sorry.
I didn't mean it. PJ, wait. Hello. Boss. Yeah, I'll let him know. We're on our way. Armed robbery at the servo. It sounds like Logan.
So, did he get anything?
Yeah, well, when I bolted, he's just grabbed the money and run for it.
Hey, Tony, can you give us a description of this bloke?
No, not really. I didn't get a good look at him. He looked like he meant business, though.
He said he had a bloody knife.
A bloody needle. A whole needle full of blood. Shut up or I'll give you a dose. That's what he said.
Yeah, young Tony just took off, but you can't really blame him.
He certainly looks desperate.
It's definitely him.
I've got some information about that guy you were asking about, but I want a deal.
No guarantees. Just tell us what you know.
Well, Mackenzie rang me. I don't know where he got my number from, but he's desperate to score.
When?
Later on this afternoon, around 3.
I'll definitely show.
Well, isn't it obvious he's hanging out?
Where did you arrange to meet?
My place. All you lot do is lob there and grab the guy. I told him I'd leave the door unlocked.
Benny, you understand how important it is that we find this guy, don't you?
Why would I have come here if I didn't? But I don't know anything about you being there, OK? And you should stop hassling.
All right, when Logan arrives, don't do anything stupid in case he's armed.
Armed? You didn't mention that before.
Don't act nervous. I don't want him bolting before we get to him.
Excuse me. Chris just rang. Kevin Shaw's at the Imperial causing trouble.
Oh, hi. Look, I've asked him to leave, but he doesn't seem to want to go.
This doesn't involve you.
Janet's told us you've taken the kids, mate.
This is not police business.
Thank
Come
you,
on.
sisters.
Mates, leave it. I mean, if it's not happening to you, how can you possibly understand?
You're not the first person to have to deal with this, Kevin.
Yeah, well, I feel dirty! I've just given blood for a stinking AIDS test which had nothing to do with me. Nothing! Nothing! Friggin' disease of racial
Keep your
life!
boys down.
My kids could have it. What say did they have in that, huh?
Hey, Kevin, you're right. It isn't fair. But the chances of your kids having it are very slim. Now, why don't you take them home to your wife? You need
Oh,
each
what
of
the bloody hell would you know about
don't
this?
you want to hit someone, do you, Kevin? Now, I know you didn't ask for this, mate, but it's happening. So for the sake of everyone around you, you need to deal with it.
How am I going to explain this to my kids? How?
The best thing you can do is just be there for them. Please, Kevin. Go home.
Cooper, you in the backyard behind the house.
Right, so all right to get Logan?
How'd you go with Kevin Shaw?
It's sorted out, boss.
For how long? Doyle? We've got a potentially violent domestic situation to handle as well.
I hope not, but at this stage it's difficult to tell.
Well, we better get going before Logan gets to Benny's.
Are you all right?
Me, I'm just need a bit of sleep like everyone else.
Max, how long have you been feeling tired?
Oh, I'm often tired. It doesn't have to mean that I'm sick.
Like you said, we're in this together.
Like Kevin and Janet Shaw.
No, not like Kevin and Janet Shaw, like us. Mates.
I'm scared.
Yeah. So am I.
Mackenzie's just turned into the road. He's coming your way.
Right, Logan's on his way.
This is going to be okay, isn't it?
That depends on how good you are. You're on. Where are we going through?
In a bit of a hurry, mate. What have you got?
Only a couple of grams. Come and have a look.
Three.
Stop police. Logan Mackenzie under arrest for possession of a drug in the Stop police!
Come here,
Maggie!
I didn't say it. I didn't even feel that happen.
Sorry, Maggie, we're really rushed today. What's up?
It's just a cut.
Oh, nasty. That's a deep one.
You know, you're gonna put some gloves on before you touch it?
Relax, Maggie. I was just about to. I'm just having a look at it.
I'm not admitting to any attempted armed robbery.
Well, our witness claims you threatened him with a blood-filled syringe. You threatened to give him a dose. A dose of what?
People are scared of HIV. It's going to stop to ask if I'm faking.
How does your mother feel about financing your drug habit?
Keep her out of this.
You actually care about it, do you? If you suspend at 3:20 p.m. Mr. Mackenzie, have you ever had an AIDS test?
Why would I?
Well, you have shared needles, you've injected drugs. We know that you're an IV drug user. So maybe you are having unsafe sex with Jodie. So wouldn't you want to have a test just for her sake?
I give up. You tell me.
Don't you want to know?
So you're telling me that you've never been tested for HIV?
You're a copper, you find out.
It's in your own best interest.
What if I did test positive? What the hell would I want to know for? You're better off not knowing, aren't you?
Oh. Sorry, I was just going. No, you stay there. The boss is sending me home.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. You sure?
I can do my job properly if that's what you mean, Maggie.
No, that's not what I mean. Look, it's hard when you have something that nobody...
I don't need your sympathy.
Dash, I know how you feel. How could you possibly know how I feel? Don't tell me you know how I feel, Maggie, because you have no idea.
We're going to have to organise a remand hearing for him.
He's not making any admissions.
No.
Right.
Yeah, just calm down.
You look after that
Yeah,
hand,
we'll get someone
Gordon.
there as soon as we can. OK. The meat works. Kevin Shaw's got his boss bailed up.
PJ. Full PJ on the way, will you?
The boss's name is Carl Muller.
See, boss, 508, code 5. Where is he?
The loading room. He's taken him in there.
It's OK. We'll deal with this. We'll get the phone.
Mr. Shaw? It's Detective Hashem. Kevin? Is Mr. Muller all right?
Mr. Muller is going to hang in here. You're going to cool down, aren't you, Carl? Yeah, you're a bit overheated, but we're going to fix that, aren't we?
No, Kevin. No, wait. Kevin, listen to me, all right? Why don't you put the knife down?
Shut up!
Kev, nothing is worth this. Now, you should think about your family, think about your kids. Now, please put the knife down and then we can talk.
I'm going to give him what he deserves!
Kevin, he doesn't deserve this. Now, please, mate, put the knife down. There's no need for this.
Jesus! No, Kevin!
Please, mate, put the knife down and we'll talk.
No! No! Jesus, no, Kevin!
You really think Clifford's movie marathon requires a police presence for suicide?
So what was it all about?
I'm not saying.
They're not big talkers, these two.
Yeah, Mr. Shaw, just so you know, your wife's at your sister's house.
Oh,
She's
well.
with the kids.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Are you always as patient with your employees when they attack you, sir?
Let's just leave it, eh?
You don't even want to make a statement. Mr. Mueller, if we hadn't have got there when we did, your carcass would be hanging up with the rest of them.
I've got nothing to say.
His actions do seem a bit out of proportion for a dispute about wages.
No, he's definitely on the edge.
Doyle, I thought I told you to go home.
You did.
How's the hand?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit sore. I just came to have a chat to PJ about Logan Mackenzie. You got a minute? I don't think that I can cope with this anymore. You were right about the boss. I have to tell him I don't have any other choice. I could have infected Benny Matthews.
Maybe you were right about not saying anything. Now that we've got Logan, if he is the source of the disease, then we...
What if he refuses to take a test? And what if he lies? I have to wait until I'm sick and that's how I'm expected to find out?
You know that's not what I meant.
Then I don't understand. You got it off your chest and now I need to talk to somebody. But you want me to wait for some admission from Logan that may never come. How is that fair? Boss? You have a minute? PJ.
Janet. How are you coping?
Not great. I was wondering if I could see Kevin, even if it's just for a minute.
Mrs. Shaw would like to see her husband.
Kevin, I'm so sorry. He never meant anything to me. It was always you. Please.
Doyle, I haven't got all day, so for God's sake, if you've got something to say, stop beating around the bush and say it.
Mr. Mueller, are you HIV positive?
Boss, you of all people, I don't really know how to tell you, but...
Excuse me. Boss, Janet Shaw's been sleeping with Carl Mueller.
Oh, that's very interesting, but I couldn't care less about local gossip.
Janet didn't get HIV from a needle stick injury. She got it from Carl.
Oh, well, it certainly brings Kevin's actions into perspective, doesn't it?
Logan Mackenzie's an IV drug
No,
user. How does he
listen,
feel?
Janet made up the story because she was scared of her husband.
Fine.
So Logan Mackenzie isn't responsible for the infection?
I'd still advise that girlfriend of his to have a test. Yeah, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about?
Just that I think Dash is looking a lot better.
You do?
Is Logan Mackenzie still being held here?
For the moment, yeah. Can I help you with something?
It's very important that I speak to him.
You want to tell us why?
I have to tell him myself. It's private.
Jodie, what are you doing here?
Came to see how you're going.
Jodie has something she needs to tell you, Logan.
Well, what is it?
I'm pregnant. Logan, we're going to have a baby.
Well, are you sure? Oh, my God. Oh. You all right?
Well, that depends on you, doesn't it?
How's that?
It depends on whether you keep using, whether you share needles or not, or whether you get yourself so out of it that you bring your car.
The guy pulled me out of the car, right? I never thanked you.
Don't worry about that. Just get tested, eh? That'll be enough.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Maggie. Hi. I just wanted to say sorry about before.
Don't worry about it.
No, I shouldn't have spat the dummy like that with you, and I just for some reason feel a bit down sometimes, and I think it's... I hate this chemo. Because it makes me feel really sick, and I don't feel like I have any control over things anymore, but I just wanted to say I shouldn't have taken that on you.
Look, some days we should all just stay in bed.
Come in.
Did you fill out that sick leave application yet?
It's on your desk.
Then for God's sake, go home.
See ya. Bye.
Yeah, you're looking better, McKinley.
Really? Well, thank you.
Dash home? Thanks. Negative.
I don't think there are any other words I'd rather hear.